Hey everyone, it's another fabulous day to play some Roller Coaster Tycoon. Currently, the sun's shining, but it's pretty hot here, which is not something that where I'm from we're really used to being in a heat wave, but here we are. Now on day 119 of working from home during this pandemic, which has allowed me to play a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's almost 4 months, not that I'm counting. But since I live in a state that's not really opened back up yet, my work's being pretty stringent on who gets to come back to the office, so I'll probably be at home for a while longer, which just means that I get to play some more Roller Coaster Tycoon since I don't have an hour commute each way to work. So anyway, back to the time lapses. So the current project was for a challenge on Roller Coaster Tycoon and Friends, and let me just try to find this here. Oh, come on. Here we go. So this was a project for a challenge on Roller Coaster Tycoon and Friends. It's a Discord server that I just joined. This thing was called Defunct. That's the name of the contest. The setup's like kind of the show Chopped, where there's 3 rounds, and each round people who don't make the cut get chopped, or in this case defunct, like old parks and coasters, which is really a clever idea. So this round was called Blast from the Past, and the objective was to create a non-coaster track ride and theme it to something or somewhere in the past. So I decided last minute to join this contest, as I just joined the server, but thought it'd be fun to use some custom scenery objects again, which you can kind of see here. Let me just stop the rain here. I use a custom palette that the rain doesn't make it look very nice. But anyway, so I decided to use some custom scenery objects again instead of doing NCSO, which is what I've been doing for the past few weeks. After all, my main project for this channel was to work on a Wizarding World build. I've restarted it like 17 times, but that's a story for another day. So anyways, for this project, I didn't really have a spark of creativity, so I went with something that is pretty common, pretty easy to do, that I knew I'd be able to finish because there's already parts of the scenery available pretty much everywhere, and that is for a pirate. So I decided to do a pirate theme from the past. It's called Pirate Plunder, which is a, let's see, I don't even remember the name of this ride. Splash boats. Jeez, you would think that I would remember that. Anyways, being my first contest on the channel, I wasn't sure really what to expect. 16 people entered, 8 people advanced to the next round, and to my surprise, this plot actually earned me first place in the fan favorite, which I had no idea I would even be close to that. And it tied for second place overall, which was really, really cool. Places didn't really matter much in the contest because, like I said, as long as you make the top 8, you do continue on until the final round, which of course you have first, second, third, and I believe 4th place. But I was elated to just be moving forward anyways. So we found out the details for round 2 later tonight, at least in my time zone. So I'm gonna go right ahead to the time lapse. You will see, especially since I did work with some custom scenery and I haven't in a while, you'll see a lot of my scenery object selector open because I knew that there were pieces that I wanted and I knew they existed, but I couldn't quite find them. But basically you do have, you know, this little 17th century harbor town, of course, with the church, and then you come up here and then this is the pirate area, Pirate Plunder. They've kind of gone through here. Let me go through and kind of cut this down so you can, oopsies, so you can see inside the buildings. So they start out, this is your entrance, and they go up to a small first drop. They come through, they go down this first drop, come through, and you have some scenery here, and then they go up for their big splashdown with a little bit of interaction from the pathways. So it's a very simple plot that I did. We only had to do one ride. We could put another flat ride in there, but I just honestly ran out of time. I was going to do a custom boat here using some type of lift or observation tower for the mast, but I didn't get to it. So without further ado, I hope that you enjoy the time lapse of the build, and I hope you stay tuned for more content. And my very last hope is that you have a wonderful day.
Bye.